security officer with more responsibilities and liabilities because now you got a gun. Look at it that way. It's like handcuffs. That's another thing. You know, there's a class that you got to do for handcuffs because you just can't handcuff somebody. When you handcuff them, you're basically taking away their rights as well as you're responsible for them. Don't be getting slap happy with handcuffs. And again, that's all taught to you during this class. However, that's the way it goes. And a lot of us say, well, you know, why won't they let us carry handcuffs? Why won't they let us carry handcuffs? We should be able to carry handcuffs. I don't think so. That can get you in more trouble than having a firearm. Now, the word tort comes in a lot when you're teaching stuff like that. When you're teaching blue card, gold card, which is bail enforcement agents, and anything else that's out there. What am I looking for? How far? That's relative. That's relative to the person that's judging it. That's like you're in pain from 1 to 10. What would you call it? Well, I have nothing to really judge it by. So how would I want to judge my 1 to 10? It's irrelative. It's relative because it all depends on the other person or the persons. Pain levels are funny. Everybody endures pain a little bit differently and can take it a little bit differently. There you go. Now I'd like to get that back more. I can go back about another 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Just don't know if I can block it back there or not. I don't want to get it too far away from the wall while I'm walking. What's this you say? Who knows? Alright, so how am I going to do that? I'm going to first drill a hole. It looks dark. I mean, like, dark. How long have I been out here? How long has this been gone? We got problems here. how can I do this? I want to get some kind of support back here. Well, we'll see. We will see now, won't we? Okay, now. Put this back up here. This stuff is good as well if you wanted to block your window or a door or something like that as far as a glass. This is what they call 50-50. They have 70-30, 50-50, and 30-70. And what it does is it counts, there's holes in this. And if it's a 50-50, there's just as many holes as there is media, the product. And if it was 70-30, it would be more holes or less holes, depending on the number. So, but if I have this actually on the front door, and if we're inside, unless the lights are on, but your normal daytime hours, if you're outside looking in, you're not going to see in the door. The stuff works great. I have this roll, which is a small roll, and then I have a 30, I think it's 36 inches, 30, maybe 32 over there. I'm done dropping you guys. Okay. Sure, you're so small I can't pick you up. There you go. Now where's the spring? Let's get that out of the way. Right. Boy, am I funny. Get this out of the way. Yeah, right. No, I'm thinking about taking this off here. But I gotta see first if I do have room for it. That's not gonna go there. Take this off, where can I put it? Well, let's see, where can I put it? How wide is it? Not super wide. Say an inch is wide. Probably about 12 inches, 12 inches deep. And it's got 1, 2, 3 shelves and a top. What is that? Something about 3 something and a fountain? Let me go out there and look. I'll be right back. I do have a home for it over there. The problem being is, this is acting as a leg for that. Which means, to take that off, I gotta put a leg under it. Which is not really a big deal, I guess. Now, you know what? I'm going to leave it just like it is. Because I have things here I can put in there as well. Go into there in my rubber washer. youngest girl. Her brother's the youngest, and he's 69 or 68. But meanwhile, she's the only one, my wife, Darlene, is the only one that kind of followed her mother and father's habits in a way, to where you got to visit the family every now and then. Don't forget the family. Where the other ones, they don't think about that. They really don't. I don't know. She had her way. She'd have her brothers and sisters over here every day, or every week for dinner or something. I mean, it's just the way she is, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you don't see it happening with the rest of the family, you think, okay. That way, huh? Okay, let's step it up a shot. Now that one went through. Oh, not too far though. Okay, so here's what we got. Hey, and I got more room. You follow me? I actually have more room. Don't ask me how that happened. Anyhow, I know how it happened. I had to keep this away from this about that far because I had to be able to get in there. Now I don't have to worry about that. All right, now, what I like to do is be able to bolt that up to this. Which can be done. I just gotta take this down. Get these nails out of here. Don't ask me what these were. Got this for nothing. It was actually in great shape when I got it. Darlene, where she used to work, not where she is now, but she was the executive secretary for Blakesley's Pre-Stress, which was also Rudy Vine, Railroad Salvage. He was the owner. But meanwhile, his son is now in there. But they had some of these that they were going to throw away. And actually, I was working on the garage. She said, "You need one." I said, "Yeah," because they hold paper and rolls. Because I got this shelf upside down, but it's a shelf and it's got like two runners on it, so you can put things in between them if you wanted to. And I probably got 3 or 4 of those shelves around here someplace. So. And then the Rolodex that's in the shop, out where the radio room is, I had 2 or 3 of those actually, because when I was taking down a bank in New York, in White Plains, it was a complete liquidation. So, which means, the auction houses were coming in and, they were buying things by the truckload. And when I say truckload, they had 3 and 4 40-footer trailers out there that they were loading up, because they were buying the whole floor of something, And there was 3 of these files cabinets that, they had the door that slides, and then the drawers that pull out. Some were 6 foot, so and I still have one left in there. But Jane, who was the head liquidator of the FDIC at the time, which was my boss, said, I remember you saying that would be nice to have for your shop, my other house. And we built the house some time ago, 92, 93, and this was back around then. And I had an oversized two-car garage. I actually had 3 cars and a motorcycle in there. But meanwhile, I said, yeah, you know what? Why don't you just take 3 of them? Throw them in the back of your Bronco. So I drove from White Plains home that day to East Haven with the Bronco open in the back, 2 of them slid in and one tied to the tailgate, holding everything else in. Yeah, so I got those from there. Jane was a good person to work for. Not just because she thought of you like that, but she did think of you. But she was a good person to work for in general because she paid attention to you. She wanted to make sure that whatever it was that you were doing right, doing wrong, that you were recognized for it. And if she can help you in any way, shape, or form, she would. I almost ended up with a safe, a bank safe. Which then, I really didn't want it for anything other than basically to have it. Because this thing was phenomenal. More nails. I'm going to try at least get this done before I go in. Here we go, Lou-de-loo. There we go, Lou-de-la. Okay, now, how tall is that? So, let's make sure we're here. We're going to need this possibly. Leave that here. Get these off here. Yeah, all right, here we go. Someday I'll have room in this place. Oh, nice. It says on that. I don't know how tall this is. Let's get an idea here. Roughly. Let's see if we can get in the ballpark. 37 inches. 37 inches. So if I get that, I don't want it all the way up, I want it to reach. Get these off here so they're not going to get falling on me. Put this over here. Put that there. Put you up there. Believe it or not, this thing is heavier than that was. What the hell, all these nails and screws in there. Well, that's not going to help anything. Nails everywhere. The little ones in there I really don't care about. Because they're not sticking out enough to do anything. Now the screws. Where the hell are they? I didn't see them in there. Does this help? Break the tape? I don't know. I don't know. I'll help out a couple of them. Yeah. Oh, the knee. Don't do that to the knee. Don't do that. Don't do that to the knee. get a couple pieces of 2x right here. Oh, there's another piece right there. Another screw. Hold on a minute. Hopefully that'll stay for a minute. Try to get back. Push it back or forward. I think it's going backwards a little bit. I think that'll come up solid. You mean? No. Alright, maybe we'll get a long one. Hold on. There's a couple of them on there. That's still one that keeps not ever saw it to get into it. It just rides it in, even though I'm coming. It was either real close or real far. Okay. Put that face down. I got places to slide that stuff into. I don't believe how much more room that. Oh, here's a longer screw. That's the wibbly wobbly one. I don't know why. I didn't put anything. Huh. Let's put it in there. You see how? Let's go back a little bit more. Well, it started, but no. Well, there's no weight really going that way. And there's not a whole lot coming this way because that's there. So that's just going to be stuck in there. Not really holding anything, but it's going to do something. That makes any sense to you. Oh, and there's that good-looking guy again. I'll tell you, he gets around. Okay, now I got this set. What am I going to do with this? Nothing tonight. Ow. So let me just put it over here so nobody trips on it. There. Okay. Get this out of the way so nobody trips on this. Alright, so we're basically done for today. I don't know why I'm out here as late as I am. I don't even know what time it is. It's 5 o'clock. Well, it's actually 5:09. 17:09. Alright, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to rub my leg using that spoon. Oh, that reminds me. I don't need to use the spoon. I got something just over there. Okay. All right, so let's shut this down. Let me turn that light off. Not yet. Where's the other camera? Oh, there. What I did with that camera just now was unplug the power. These are the security cameras I'm talking about. I unplugged the power and I unplugged the cat, you know, the Ethernet, and I waited and I plugged the power back in, plugged the cat plug in. So now that camera in about a minute or so should go and hopefully just pick up the internet. Now there's a code for the internet, a password. I don't know if I'm gonna have to put that in there or not. Probably so. See, it's dark out there, but I got a light up on that pole that shines that way. There's two of them. One shines on the vans, one shines on the trees. The one that's shining this way, there's another light that's out that I got to change on that goes towards the van. And then there's one on the corner that as soon as somebody walks by or a car goes by, it'll turn on. And there's one overhead, and there should be one over there. See? Now, see the difference? The bright white one are the new model. You know, the new LEDs or whatever. The other one is your standard flood. There's a big difference in the brightness, and the bright one burns a whole lot less power. If I come over here, you might not be able to, well, you might be able to see the difference, but the bright one is probably flushing out the other one.